Hey y'all, and welcome to Monter's Market, and welcome to the What Month Is It collab. This collaboration is hosted each month by Tammy over at Happiness Created. This month, her special guest host is Brandy with the DIY Struggle, and her co-hosts are CJ with CJ DIY and Brenda at Rustic and Lace. Now, what we do is take something that is related to the month that we're in and make DIYs for that. So what I'm going to do is make something that represents the color aquamarine. My birthday is March 22nd, and that is my birthstone color, and it is a gorgeous blue. So that's what my DIYs are going to be focused on today, the color aquamarine. So let's get into DIY number one. So for DIY number one, I found this cute little chair shelf thing at Target Dollar Spot for $5. It's a really good size and very good quality, and it is just the cutest little shelf that I've ever seen. So I'm going to go in with ivory, white, and an aquamarine color from Apple Barrel. The first two paints are Waverly Chalk paints. I'm going to, on the top part of the chair, give it a really good coat of the ivory paint. Once I get a really good coat of ivory paint on, then I'm going to go in with that real pretty blue aquamarine color from Apple Barrel. And I'm just going to give it sort of a, I wouldn't say heavy dry brush, but a decent dry brush, just to bring out a little bit of that beautiful blue color. And then I'm going to go in with some antique wax and sort of lightly dry brush around the edges to just give it a little bit more of a rustic sort of farmhousey look. And I won't go really heavy with it. Just, tap my brush in the color and then just sort of, well, you see, kind of going all over the front. Then I'm going to go into the bottom, and that's where I'm going to get heavy with the antique wax, because I wanted the contrast to be very noticeable with a dark seat and then the light blue background. And I thought it was beautiful together. The colors together to me were just gorgeous. And that's really all I did to the chair. Now for DIY number two, I'm just going to throw this in there really quick. It is so easy. I got this little rabbit, I want to say from Hobby Lobby, for $2.50. I don't know why I didn't cut this paper out before I started gluing it down. I don't know, I had a moment, whatever, senior moment. What I should have done is cut it out and then went back and glued it down. But anyway, it worked out in the end. So what I did, you see me with the paintbrush sort of wetting the edges, and that just softens up that paper to be able to take my little finger sander and go around and just sort of sand everything down, and it gives it a really nice finish that looks like the paper was meant to be on, or like it came on the front of that rabbit. And this is just, like I said, a little extra thrown in sort of DIY. And then once I did that, I just made me a little finger bow with some twine from the Dollar Tree, and wasn't sure if I wanted to do a bow on the head or a bow around the neck. And that's what I ended up doing, was one right on the front of the neck. And that's literally all there was to that. But look how beautiful that vintage rabbit paper is that I got from Hobby Lobby for $0.25. And I love it. I thought it turned out so stinking cute. But as soon as I get this done, I'm going to jump back into the chair and finish the chair. I just kind of wanted to show you what I did with that rabbit that I'm going to add to the top of the chair. Now, I found this gorgeous pick from Hobby Lobby. It was regular $6.99. Of course, I got it half off. So I paid, $3.50 for it. And it's so pretty. I love, love, love the old vintagey looking colors on it. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, but I knew I didn't want to put it on there permanently because I wanted to be able to take it off for the seasons and change it around. So what I ended up doing was just taking a piece of twine and tying it to the chair so that when Easter is over, it's easy to just go in, snip that little piece of twine, and put a different piece of, greenery on there. Now look at this beautiful ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. I got it in about 5 different colors, and I thought it was beautiful. It's just like, I don't know, this lacy, I don't know what to call it, but I love it. And they had some of the prettiest colors. And that's just me just kind of sizing it up to see if that's the right size. And then I'm going to take another one and just tie it to sort of finish my little bow off. Then I'm not even going to hot glue that down. I don't think I hot glued it down. Because like I said, I want to be able to go in and take it back off. No, I didn't hot glue it down. So I just dovetailed the ends. And then I found these cute little bird's nests at Hobby Lobby for $1.99. There was 4 of them, in there. And I got them for half price. So I paid $2.50. Or no, I don't even remember how much I paid, but just a couple of dollars. Now, these little things that you see here, they did not have speckles on them, but I took a little bit of that brown paint, put it on a paintbrush and sort of flicked it all over it to give those little eggs the same speckled look as the eggs that are on my greenery right there. And I thought it turned out kind of cute. Now, these words right here I got from Hobby Lobby. There's 2 blessed, 2 rejoiced, 2 forgiven, and 2 risen. And I just grabbed one of the blessed. And again, I did not glue anything down. I just sort of set it in front of the bunny. And look how stinking cute this turned out. I love it. And I love that gorgeous aquamarine color. Like I said, that is my birthstone, and it's one of my favorite blues. But I wanted that chair shelf to look really old and rustic and antique looking. Look how pretty that ribbon is. I was so excited when I found all of the colors, and I bought one of each, and it's so pretty. I love, love, love it. So let me know down in the comments below what you think about all of this. The bunny, the paper, the colors. Like, would you have stopped with even painting it? Would you have not have painted the chair at all? Now, let me get into this third DIY. This is my favorite. I love, love, love this. I took a top to a candy dish, some bowls from the Dollar Tree, a cake plate from the Dollar Tree, and one of those domes that you can get in the garden section right now. Now, I only needed one of these bowls that comes 2 to a pack for $1.25. I go in with that same really pretty blue aquamarine color. Y'all knew I can't get through a daggum video without getting tongue-tied. So there you go. I got tongue-tied. It's over now. Anyway, it did take 2 coats of this paint to get those pieces covered really good. Now, once I got the blue on there, I went back in with the ivory Waverly chalk paint and dry brushed on it. So I did it opposite of what I did my little chair shelf. First, I did the ivory with the aquamarine dry brushed on. This time, I did the aquamarine with the ivory dry brushed on. Just kind of, to give it use the same colors, but give it a little bit different look. And once I did that, again, I went in with that antique wax and very, very lightly distressed it down just a little bit, not much, just a little bit, just enough to where it looked really old and antiqued and something like you would find at your granny's house somewhere. So once I did that, then it was just as simple as putting it all together. And all that took was some hot glue, and it went right together. I used the bowl as the stand, put it on the cake plate, and then I used that topper right there that comes on one of those candy dishes from the Dollar Tree, and I just put some hot glue around it and stuck it right to the top of that cloche. Now, that cloche is very flimsy. It is not well made at all, but to sit on a shelf and look pretty, it's perfect, and it's definitely sturdy enough for that. So I just glued it to the top, and that was done. And all I had to do was go in and decorate the inside of my little cloak dish tier tray thingamajigger. Like, give this a name for me. I don't even know what I would call this. I mean, it's really, really big. It's a nice size cloche thingamajigger. And so these greenery right here, we have this new place in town. It's like some sort of discount place where Mondays is $5, Tuesdays $4, Wednesdays $3, Thursday $2, and Friday everything. Okay, everything in the store is $1 on Friday, and these are things that came from Target, like leftover things from Target Dollar Spot. Other than that I told you I got from Hobby Lobby. I did buy a couple of them. Now I went in with some Spanish moss to just cover the bottom of that a little bit better. Now that little birdie right there, I did get from Hobby Lobby for $1.74 on clearance, and I was going to leave it like that. I did take the bottom off of one of these small cloches to raise it up a little bit, but once I got everything placed inside my little dish and put the cloche on, it was so dark, like the bird was so dark you couldn't hardly see it. So I ended up going back in with the ivory that was already left on my paintbrush and sort of dry brushed over that little bird so that it would stand out more. And it actually not only stood out more in the cloche, but you could see the details a lot better on the bird when I dry brushed it with that ivory paint. And once I got the bird done, that was it. I just put everything together and fell absolutely in love with this big, gorgeous cloche dish thingamajigger bob. Can't wait to see what you guys name it. I don't know whether to call it a tier tray or a cloche tray or what to call it, but I know I love it. And I love that beautiful aquamarine color that represents the month of March. So let me know down in the comments what you think about this cloche thingamajigger bob. Look how pretty. Now you can see the bird. You could not see the bird a minute ago when it was dark. I mean, you could, but it was really super dark. But what do you think about the way I used the bowl for a stand and then the cake plate and everything? I love the way it came together. And again, I can take it off, repaint everything, and use it all throughout the year. Like if I wanted to, I could paint it like a red, white, and blue or whatever for 4th of July. I mean, the sky is the limit. Now I'm just going to show you the final reveal. I'm just going to kind of go back over one more time while I'm thanking Tammy from Happiness Created and Brandy and CJ. Thank you, ladies, for hosting this amazing challenge every month. Well, thank you, Tammy, for hosting it every month. And thank you to Brandy, CJ, and Brenda for co-hosting with her this month. And I cannot wait to see what everybody else has made. Make sure you go down to the playlist that will be listed in a link below and go see what everybody else has done for the month of March. Again, I did aquamarine for my birthday. Happy birthday to me. My birthday is the 22nd, coming up next week. So I hope you guys enjoy the playlist. Thank you for coming to Monter's Market. Thank you for supporting me always. Be blessed. Bye now.